Hello and welcome to the next part of our number sequences series. Still not entirely happy with this webcam, but it'll have to do for the time being. It's been a little while since I've managed to update this channel, and it's been due to a few things that have been going on in my life. Mostly due to the spirit session stuff taking off, and due to just a huge array of things happening in my life. So I thought that I would update this episode because I've now got a little bit of time, and there's a few things happening in regards to this channel which are going to be happening very soon. We have a new show starting, World's Awakening, which is going to be an interview show, and we're hoping to have different guests etc. on that. And I'm also in the process of editing the first 4 episodes of Paranormal Evidence Archives. We've got quite a lot of evidence to go through now, and it's taken a while to sort of go through it and sift it, etc. So this episode of our number sequences is going to be based on the number 6, especially when people see the number sequence 666. This is something that people tend to associate with a negative because of the biblical idea of it, with its association with the number of the beast and Revelations. Now, I've been watching some interviews, especially an interview with Jordon Maxwell that Richie Allen did on his YouTube channel and show. Excuse me, the camera's shaking a little bit there. This is one that he did recently, and what I liked about it, now what I tend to do when I watch all these different people is I don't take it all on board. I use what works for me and leave the rest. I try to take on the different information. If it resonates for me, if there's something maybe I've been through or I've understood from other sources that works for me, that's generally what I try to do. And I try and sort of field test whatever I can, especially when it comes to certain things, or if it makes sense to me in the way that the world's working, that's what I generally tend to use. But what I liked about that, it was he picked up on something that I've always kind of believed is almost this kind of imbalance then between the animal and spiritual. So the physical state of being and the spiritual state of being. And if you're seeing the number 666, it's actually quite positive, and I'll explain this in a way that I hope will bring a bit of understanding. That if you are seeing this number, you will probably find that you're spending a lot of time and putting a lot of energy into the more material aspects of your life, and that you do feel that there are things missing, or there are signs of a spiritual side of yourself which are coming in, which you may be ignoring. Now, if you look at the sort of story of Revelations as a metaphorical, then any transition that we go through has to go through an end. And this is very much the same when you go through an awakening experience. I hate calling it an awakening experience because you get these people on the internet going, I am an awakened one, I am better than you, I obviously know more than you because I am more awakened. Bollocks. It simply means, when I say awaken, I simply mean an activation or a way of seeing things that shifts your viewpoint. And that can happen in so many different arenas. It doesn't have to be spiritual. It can happen with your political point of view. It can happen with, your social point of view. It can happen in so many areas of your life because all those areas are connected. So if you're seeing those numbers, you're probably going through a shift, a transition period. And what you find is when you go through a transition period, it can be a bumpy ride because in order to bring in new things, sometimes the old has to be broken down. And that's pretty much what my personal experience with seeing the number 666 is almost a reminder of that energy, that everything that we feel manifests on the material plane is basically energy, and bringing that into balance, bringing that into your awareness. And this is something that I've talked about quite a bit on this channel before. That, and it's been what this journey, and this is the reason why I've made these videos, it's been what this journey has meant for me, because throughout the last sort of 6 weeks of my life, it has literally been a process of bringing my life into balance and bringing my life into a kind of understanding of how to approach things, and not to create realities around me based on worry, and to literally just let go and have fun with the things that I want to do with my life, and bringing that energy in. And I tend to find that it's created a little bit more of a harmony for me, and that if I keep my focus on this balance and keep my focus on whatever happens, it will be the best possible outcome, because it's either going to be a lesson or a blessing, then I'm pretty much going to be okay. So if you are seeing this, what I would basically try to do is to spend a bit of time asking yourself these questions that, you know, may be coming up for you. Take pause and perhaps look at a different way of approaching the things that are going on in your life, and you'll probably find that you're coming close to a period where you'll kind of have to step back and sort of reanalyze for a while and let this information come in. And if you don't, you find that the material side of your life will kind of take a little bit of a downward turn. But this isn't a bad thing, it's almost a bit like a reset. So that's essentially what my personal experience with seeing these numbers are. So I'll leave that with you for today, guys. I've got a couple of videos left on this number sequences series. I'm going to do basically the number 7 and 8, and then I'm going to do a Pathways to Healing episode, which I haven't done in a while, kind of summing up the whole series and giving a bit more information, a bit more context to this information. So thank you very much for joining me today. I'd also like to say a huge thank you to the new people that have subscribed to the channel since I've started doing this number sequences series, and I hope you find the information on the channel is beneficial. As always, my website is www.spiritualworlds.co.uk, and if you're interested to take a look around, there's lots of useful bits and pieces of information on there. We have got new groups now starting as part of our Spirit Sessions, which is an interactive online development sessions that I host. It's now become 2 nights a week, so it's every Tuesday and a Wednesday, and there are some more groups starting soon as well. But we still do have some spaces in those groups for more people to come in and join. So links to the website and everything are in the description below. There's my webcam, see, it's down there. Look, so if you look down there and you scroll down, it's like the links in the description. It's good, like, it works well. Well done, YouTube. Yeah. So, and I am going to stop this webcam from wobbling now, and I am going to sort out the next part. So take care, and I will see you guys very, very soon.